I want to say that I would probably say that 3 that I sort of check in on. The first one is the really global one. It's called World of Show Jumping, and they have all the results, all of the news. It's a really, really active and accurate website. And then I think actually 2 of them are Canadian that are really good. I look at Noelle Floyd. She kind of covers a lot of stuff. It's noellefloyd.com, I think. And I really like the Horse Network. That's kind of funny. And so those would be my top. Advice for young riders overcoming fear of failure is that you better get over it pretty quick because you definitely get more of that than success in this sport. It's just the nature of this sport. There's first of all 2 athletes that have to come to play for each competition. There's a lot of training that goes into it, and if you think about how many people enter a class, there's only 1 that becomes the winner. And so I think that my biggest piece of advice would be to set attainable goals for yourself and figure out what it means for you to have some victory that day. Does that mean the blue ribbon or red ribbon if you're in Canada? Does that mean to win? Sometimes. Does that mean to have a clear round? Sometimes that's good enough. You know, I think you have to really set attainable goals for yourself, and that way you keep your confidence up, because otherwise it's very easy to get discouraged. I think the best piece of advice I've ever received from any coach would be, actually, it's the same piece of advice that I've received from every coach, and that is to work hard. Started with Brent and Laura Beliski and Thunderbird and Langley, and then moved on to Eric Lamaze, and I think that's just something that's instilled in you, and you have to be really willing to work really hard in this industry. No, my advice for equestrians that are unable to travel south for the winter is actually keep some very warm clothes. I used to have to do that all the time, and I got frostbite on my legs trying to ride without the proper gear, but I think it's something that you have to think, you have to take it a little bit as from what you can get from the experience. Again, go back to working hard, get anything done that you can get done while you're home for the winter, and even though the months seem long, make sure that they're as productive and beneficial as you can make them. My goals for 2017 are, I think, twofold, or threefold. Number 1 would be to continue with my world ranking, continue to win classes, move up on the world rankings. Number 2 would be to make sure Canada gets qualified for the 2017 Barcelona Nations Cup final. That's a big goal for us. And I think the third one would be to continue to develop young horses for the sport.